Today, we are diving into two of the most powerful forces in our lives, our minds and our money. These two elements shape our destiny, our success, and ultimately the life we lead. But here's the truth. The mind is the true architect of wealth. If we can control our thoughts, focus our intentions, and harness the power of discipline, we can not only master our minds, but also take control of our financial future. It all begins here inside our heads. Every financial decision, every opportunity we recognize, every obstacle we overcome starts with our mindset. If we think we can't achieve something, we won't. If we think we can, nothing can stop us. The greatest wealth is not in the dollars we hold, but in the mental strength we cultivate. Mindset is the foundation of financial success. This concept, while often overlooked, is the driving force behind every action, every decision, and every opportunity we embrace in the pursuit of wealth. It's the underlying factor that dictates how we approach money, how we manage our resources, and how we view the very idea of prosperity. To understand this fully, we must first acknowledge that financial success doesn't happen by accident. It's not merely the result of external circumstances, nor is it something that comes to those who are luckier than others. Financial success is rooted in the way we think, perceive, and respond to the world of money and wealth. When we talk about mindset, we're referring to the mental frameworks and beliefs that shape how we act in life. Our mindset determines our attitudes toward risk, opportunities, challenges, and failures. It's the lens through which we see our potential and limitations. A person with a growth-oriented mindset, for instance, believes that they can develop skills, learn from failures, and ultimately create the life they desire. On the other hand, a person with a fixed mindset may believe that their abilities and intelligence are set in stone, limiting their potential to grow, adapt, and succeed. Financial success follows the same principle. A person who believes that wealth is attainable, that financial growth is a product of discipline, and that they are capable of mastering money will make decisions that reflect those beliefs. They will pursue opportunities, take calculated risks, and remain focused on long-term goals. Conversely, someone with a scarcity mindset, one who believes that money is hard to come by or that they are not deserving of wealth, may avoid taking risks, may be overly cautious, or may fail to recognize opportunities when they arise. At the core of this concept is the belief that what you believe about money and about your ability to manage and grow it will directly impact your financial reality. This is why mindset is not just a fluffy concept, but the cornerstone of financial success. It shapes the way we save, invest, spend, and even think about our financial well-being. If you have a mindset that money is scarce and that wealth is something only for a select few, then your actions will likely reflect that belief. You might hoard money out of fear, avoid investments that could grow your wealth, or not seek out opportunities because you believe they're not meant for you. On the flip side, if you approach money with an abundant mindset, that wealth is possible for everyone and that there are endless opportunities to create and grow wealth, your behavior will align with that perspective. You'll be more open to investing, to learning about money management, and more willing to take steps that increase your chances of financial success. This shift in mindset doesn't guarantee immediate riches, but it dramatically increases the likelihood that you'll take the necessary steps to build wealth over time. For many, the concept of financial success is clouded by limiting beliefs and fears that stem from childhood experiences, societal conditioning, or past financial mistakes. Perhaps they were raised in an environment where money was always tight, and they were taught to hold on to every penny because there wasn't enough to go around. Perhaps they've faced financial setbacks like job loss, debt, or a failed business venture that have caused them to view money as something unreliable or elusive. These experiences shape their mindset, and as a result, they find themselves stuck in patterns of financial struggle, unable to break free. The first step toward unlocking financial success is recognizing and challenging these limiting beliefs. The key to overcoming these mental barriers is shifting from a fixed mindset to a growth mindset. This shift allows individuals to view money not as something to fear or hoard, but as a tool, one that can be mastered, leveraged, and used strategically to achieve greater financial independence and security. A growth mindset allows us to see financial setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. It enables us to take calculated risks and make decisions with confidence, knowing that we can adapt and learn from any mistakes along the way. People with a growth-oriented mindset understand that their financial situation is not fixed, and that with the right strategies and the right mindset, they can improve their financial standing over time. This perspective is empowering. It fosters a sense of control and possibility rather than resignation and helplessness. It says, I am capable of changing my financial future, and I will take the necessary steps to do so. Another important aspect of mindset in relation to financial success is self-discipline. Mindset doesn't just affect how we think about money, it directly influences how we manage it. Self-discipline is a byproduct of a positive, abundance-focused mindset. If you believe that you can build wealth over time, you are more likely to practice the financial habits that lead to success, such as budgeting, saving, and investing wisely. It's not about being perfect, but about being consistent in making choices that align with long-term goals rather than seeking short-term gratification. Or the role of patience also plays into this. Financial success doesn't happen overnight, and it certainly doesn't happen without intentional, disciplined action. A strong mindset helps us stay committed even when the journey is long and challenging. It gives us the resilience to continue moving forward, even when faced with obstacles like unexpected expenses, market fluctuations, or personal setbacks. People who lack a strong mindset often give up at the first sign of difficulty because they don't believe that success is achievable. Those with a solid, growth-focused mindset push through the hard times, knowing that financial growth takes time and effort. Financial success is also about knowing your worth and seeking opportunities that reflect your value. A strong mindset includes a deep understanding of your own abilities, skills, and potential. When you have a healthy mindset around money, you'll be more likely to pursue opportunities that match your skill set, to negotiate better salaries, and to invest in yourself, whether through education, networking, or taking on projects that challenge and expand your financial potential. People with a growth mindset are more likely to view financial opportunities not as risks, but as challenges they are capable of overcoming. They see money not as something to fear or hoard, but as something that flows and multiplies with the right strategy. At the same time, your mindset will also determine how you respond to the ups and downs of the financial world. Wealth is not a linear trajectory. There will be times when you face setbacks, when your investments take a hit, or when unexpected expenses arise. How you handle these moments is crucial. People with a strong positive mindset don't let setbacks define them. They bounce back, they reassess, adjust their strategies, and continue moving forward with renewed vigor. Those with a limited mindset, however, may see these setbacks as signs of failure or evidence that financial success is out of their reach. To truly control your financial destiny, you must take ownership of your mindset. It's the foundational piece that will drive your behaviors, decisions, and ultimately your financial outcomes. This is why mindset is, without question, the bedrock of financial success. It is the invisible force behind every action you take, whether consciously or subconsciously, that determines whether you will reach your financial goals or not. When you take control of your mind and the way you think about money, you unlock the potential to create lasting financial freedom. Discipline in thought leads to discipline in wealth. This statement holds a profound truth that is often overlooked in the pursuit of financial success. In a world where instant gratification and emotional impulses often drive decisions, the ability to remain disciplined in our thinking patterns is the distinguishing factor between those who achieve lasting wealth and those who struggle to accumulate and sustain it. The discipline of thought isn't just about focusing on financial goals or setting budgets. It's about conditioning the mind to operate from a place of purpose, clarity, and strategic thinking. It is through this disciplined mindset that we gain control over our financial future. The first step in understanding this concept is recognizing that wealth is not a matter of luck or sheer chance. While some people may experience sudden windfalls or inherit substantial sums of money, true wealth, one that is sustainable, grown over time, and reflective of sound decision-making, requires deliberate and consistent actions. Wealth creation is an ongoing process that hinges on the ability to make wise decisions, often with a long-term view. This requires discipline, not only in action, but also in thought. A person who has disciplined thinking is one who is able to consistently evaluate situations, plan for the future, and make financial decisions based on logic rather than emotion. When we speak of financial discipline, we are referring to the mental fortitude to make decisions that are not based on short-term desires, but on long-term financial security. Our thoughts drive our behavior, and if we can master our thoughts, we can master our actions. A person who lacks discipline in thought will often succumb to impulses, whether it's spending money on something they don't need, reacting emotionally to market changes, or falling prey to the allure of get-rich-quick schemes. In contrast, a person who's cultivated discipline in thought understands that wealth is a product of well-thought-out decisions, strategic actions, The connection between disciplined thinking and wealth is not merely about saving money or living frugally. It goes beyond this. Discipline and thought influences every aspect of wealth creation, from how we view money to how we manage risks and take opportunities. It's about making decisions that are not driven by fear or uncertainty, but by clear goals and a well-understood vision of what financial success looks like. For instance, disciplined thinkers will invest in their education, understanding how money works and how to make it work for them. They don't make impulsive purchases, and they don't make rash investment decisions without doing their due diligence. They make informed choices, ones that align with their long-term financial objectives. Financial discipline also extends to the habits we form. The choices we make daily, such as how we save, how we invest, and even how we budget, are all deeply rooted in our mindset. A disciplined thinker will set a realistic budget, save a portion of their income regularly, and make investments that align with their values and goals. This disciplined approach to money may seem mundane, but it's these small, consistent decisions that build wealth over time. A person who lacks discipline, on the other hand, may lack a structured plan, constantly spending on unnecessary items and reacting impulsively to financial decisions, which will ultimately hinder their ability to build wealth. In the realm of wealth creation, emotions can often lead us astray. A person who is undisciplined in their thoughts may make financial decisions based on fleeting emotions. If they feel anxious, they may sell investments in a panic during market downturns. If they feel greedy, they may overinvest in speculative opportunities with little regard for risk. Discipline in thought prevents such emotional reactions. It encourages a rational, well-thought-out approach where decisions are based on facts, sound reasoning, and careful evaluation of potential outcomes. Instead of being driven by fear or desire, disciplined individuals make choices based on their financial plans and objectives. They stick to their goals and remain calm and focused, even when the circumstances are volatile or uncertain. One of the key components of discipline and thought is delayed gratification. In a society where instant gratification is often seen as the norm, the ability to delay short-term pleasures for long-term gain is a powerful skill. This principle is at the heart of wealth building. Many people fail to build wealth because they cannot resist the temptation of spending money immediately on things they want, rather than saving or investing that money for future gains. Discipline and thought allows individuals to delay immediate desires for future rewards. It's the difference between buying a new luxury item today and investing that same amount in an asset that will appreciate over time, eventually providing financial security. The principle of delayed gratification is essential in managing debt as well. A person with disciplined thinking will avoid taking on high-interest debt such as credit card debt because they understand the long-term consequences. They recognize that debt is not a tool for quick fixes, but a drain on future wealth. In contrast, someone without discipline may make impulsive purchases on credit, feeling a temporary sense of satisfaction, but ultimately finding themselves burdened by debt that limits their ability to accumulate wealth. Disciplined thinking in this regard ensures that decisions are made with an eye on the future and a clear understanding of how they will impact long-term financial health. Another essential element of disciplined thought in relation to wealth is goal setting. People who build and sustain wealth do so because they have clear financial goals in mind. These goals may be long-term, such as saving for retirement, or short-term, such as paying off debt. The key is that these goals are specific, measurable, and achievable. With disciplined thought, these goals are regularly assessed and revisited, and strategies are adjusted accordingly. A person who lacks discipline may not set clear goals, or they may change their objectives frequently, which leads to confusion and a lack of direction. Without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to become distracted by the noise of daily life and lose sight of what truly matters when it comes to finances. Time management is another area where disciplined thinking plays a vital role. Successful wealth building doesn't happen by accident, nor does it occur overnight. It's the result of making consistent, thoughtful decisions over time. This means managing time effectively to focus on wealth building activities, whether that's researching investments, learning new skills, or working hard at a job or business. The disciplined thinker knows how to allocate time and energy wisely, prioritizing actions that move them closer to their financial goals. Those who lack discipline in thought may waste time on activities that don't contribute to their wealth-building efforts, constantly chasing distractions rather than focusing on the big picture. Moreover, risk management is a significant component of financial discipline. Wealth building requires taking risks, but these risks must be calculated and managed. A person who is disciplined in thought will evaluate the risks and rewards of any financial decision with a clear head. They will diversify their investments, not putting all their eggs in one basket, and they will ensure they have an emergency fund to protect themselves from unforeseen circumstances. They will understand that risk is a natural part of financial growth, but will approach it in a measured, intelligent way. Those without discipline in their thinking may take reckless risks, betting everything on a single opportunity without fully understanding the potential downsides. In the long run, such impulsive decisions often result in significant losses rather than gains. Discipline in thought also extends to the management of money itself. Wealth building requires not just earning money, but effectively managing it. Disciplined thinkers keep track of their spending, set budgets, and always aim to maximize their financial resources. They are strategic in how they allocate money, always mindful of their future financial well-being. They don't splurge on unnecessary luxuries or let their financial resources slip away on things that don't contribute to their goals. Instead, they make mindful choices that ensure their money is working for them and contributing to the creation of wealth. Lastly, disciplined thought leads to resilience. Wealth building is not a smooth path. There will be setbacks, challenges, and moments of doubt. However, disciplined thinkers understand that setbacks are part of the process. They don't let temporary failures derail their progress. Instead, they learn from their mistakes and adjust their strategies. Their mindset is one of perseverance, constantly pushing forward, even when the journey becomes difficult. Without discipline in thought, it's easy to give up when things don't go according to plan. However, with a disciplined mindset, individuals are more likely to stay the course, adapt, and continue working toward their long-term financial goals. The connection between disciplined thought and disciplined wealth is clear. The more disciplined our thinking, the more disciplined our wealth-building actions will be. Financial success doesn't happen randomly. It's the result of consistent, thoughtful, and purposeful decisions. Those who cultivate discipline in their thoughts are the ones who build lasting wealth, because they understand that true prosperity comes from a strategic, long-term approach, not from fleeting desires or impulsive actions. It is through disciplined thinking that we master our financial future.